everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing well and keeping yourselves safe. So because you all have been asking me a lot of different questions regarding HCPC International application form, how to fill it up, especially the the section of professional experience section, how to fill it up and all that. So I've decided to finally make up this video. I will be going also into the into a vague idea of not making any mistakes in the other sections as well. What are the things that you have to look into while filling up the other sections as well? So we are going to get started. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to get started and look into what I'm going to do, as well as also make sure I'll be putting up the links of certain things that you have to look into before filling up the professional experience section, especially for example, if you're a physiotherapist, the things that you'll have to add in the professional experience section would be everything based on the physiotherapy framework in the condensed version on the CSP website, or the Chartered Society of Physiotherapists website. So you will have to look into the framework section in physiotherapy, where it's all about physiotherapy values, physiotherapy core values, physiotherapy skills of practice and all that. So all that should be mentioned in detail while you are filling up the professional experience section. A lot of you guys are having problem filling this section up. You've all told me. I've helped so many of you all out. For some I have sent in this link, and that has helped them out so much. That has given them an idea of how to fill up this section. So I thought of making up a video specifically on this one as well. And also I'll be giving you some of the points to remember, points to ponder when you're filling up the rest of the sections on this HCPC International. I will be basically in this video, I'll be focusing just on the section 3 of HCPC International form, which says about professional experience or professional work experience, and the rest of the sections, what are the things to keep in mind while you're filling it up. I'll do another video on that. Okay, so for now we'll focus on the professional experience section 3 in the HCPC International form. First things first, the HCPC is definitely going to contact your work reference, whatever work reference you'll be keeping. They'll be contacting on their email IDs. So make sure the email ID that you keep of your reference, of your relevant whoever it is, it should be their work email ID, I would say, or it should be an ID which they at least look into frequently, because if they don't look into it, then the HCPC, don't panic, don't stress. I have panicked as well, because even during my time, the reference didn't respond back to HCPC, which further led me to contact them, because the HCPC contacted me and asked me for the reference to respond back to their emails as soon as possible. They did give me a certain amount of time. I think it was 28 days time or something. So don't worry, don't panic. HCPC will let you know, will contact you if there is anything that has to be met. Make sure that you keep checking your emails as well. All right, so the next thing is, how do you fill this professional experience section? First things first, if it doesn't fit into that single page, you can definitely go in for an additional sheet. A lot of people have been asking me. Just keep in mind, don't pin it together, don't staple it. Some of you have also asked me if you could use paper clips. I would say there are people who have used paper clips and they have had no problems, no issues at all. They've got their registration as well. But I would prefer not to, because why simply get complications, or maybe a paper mark, a stapler mark, or a pin mark or something on it. Just keep sheets one after the other, one above the other, just like that. Okay, that's not at all an issue. You can put it all together in an envelope or in a transparent file and then post it. And so many of you have been also asking me if you could send these application forms via email. Yes, HCPC does accept it. Sorry, HCPC does accept it via email as well, but I would say that's mostly for the readmission routes, like who are wanting to get back into the register after a certain amount of time. But I would say do go for posts. Yes, because of COVID, HCPC is not responding back as early as before. Before, it used to be as soon as they receive, within 24 hours time, they would give you an email, send you an email back. During my time, which was like pre-COVID time, obviously, it was like that. And then in 60 working days time, everything happens. So, but now it takes 4 months, 6 months, 7 months, so many different months, guys. So it is taking time. So don't worry about it. They will get back to you. They will respond back to you. Make sure that you keep checking your emails, your spam folders, your junk folders, everything, okay? Right, now getting into the filling up part. So when you fill up, you always ask me, everyone has asked me, give me a certain structure on how to write this up. Well, here I am. I'm going to give you a particular structure. I've answered so many of your emails. I have responded with structural formats and all that. And also for some, when I started answering, I didn't do that. Then I started realizing my mistake, and then I started giving you the right information. Okay, so here I am up with a video which is going to help you all out and going to clear all your doubts. So how do you fill it up? When you're writing about your experience in section 3, you should use the standards of proficiency framework in which is provided on the website. For example, if you go into the CSP website, if you are a physiotherapist, if you go into the CSP website, Chartered Society of Physiotherapists website, you can just simply go into the search button and type standards of proficiency framework. So if it's for physios, you can do that. You will get a standard version or a standard format, and the standard format should go for the condensed version. It will be written in brackets, I think, condensed version. Just download that, keep it with you, maybe take a printout, and in that you will get a couple of headings. I'll tell you what are the headings. First is physiotherapy values, second is physiotherapy knowledge, physiotherapy practice skills, and the fourth one is generic behavior knowledge and skills. These are the 4 basic topics, or the basic headings that you'll have to keep in mind. Now you'll have to elaborate these. What are the PT values, knowledge, practice skills, generic behavior knowledge and skills? All that, all this code of conduct, ethics, everything would be given in different other headings. But when you come to these values, knowledge, skills and all, make sure that you add these points into your professional experience, that you are able to assess, you're able to diagnose, you're able to plan an intervention for whosoever you're seeing, and you're able to be an autonomic practitioner, which means you're able to assess, diagnose and treat your patients on your own. So that is what you have to put in this professional experience section. Now, when you add your values, your skills, your knowledge and all that, make sure it is inside your scope of practice. Like for example, when you keep your CV and you keep, like, you work for the pediatric community, then make sure you add your skills and everything based on that, and not in general. So likewise, when you're filling up your professional experience section, make sure you add what are your caseloads, in what specific area are you focusing on, and what's your experience on, what's your knowledge on. Okay, don't keep things in general, make sure you add that as well. So when you add your caseloads, say which area you are working in, be it your neuro, be it musculoskeletal, be it sports and rehab, be it elderly rehab, be it pediatrics, cardiopulmonary, whatever. Okay, if you've got ICU management skills, mention that as well. That is a huge plus, not for registration, but when you keep it in your CV. Okay. Right, so the next thing is, when after you've done all that, so you've got a basic structure. Remember, in this framework, what was it? Standards of proficiency framework. You will have a couple of tables given out in this PDF, in this file. Okay, so in that table, those will be the values and the skills that you'll have to add, that will be saying that you've got all these values and skills and principles and all that in your scope of practice. So only then will you be able to get through with this registration. Okay, it's just for them to know that your standards where you have learned is equivalent to the HCPC standards, fitness to practice. Okay, so the next thing that you have to keep in mind while writing this professional experience section, so we do have, like for example, I'm from India, I'm from Kerala, I did my bachelor's of physiotherapy in Kerala. So where we used to attend seminars and workshops, hands-on workshops and all that. So all that is included as your continuing professional development, CPD. So over here in the UK, there is a norm where you keep a CPD portfolio or a CPD profile as well. It could either be electronic, it should be electronic, and it should be paperback as well, because you can always keep a reference, keep your CV with it. Keep all your certificates, short courses, things that you do. For example, you do a CPD course on a spinal course, or another updation of an MSK level, say for level 2 or level 3 you're doing a course and you want to keep that certificate as well, then you can definitely keep that certificate. So these are all the things that you can add in your in your professional experience, that you've updated your skills in so and so, and you've got so and so certificates and all that. Don't go for the details of all those short courses when it comes to 1-day courses and all. You can keep all that when you make your CV, okay? Keep that for your CV separate and keep this for your registration, all right? Just keep it things in brief, or things in in a short way, all right? So that's all about the professional experience section. So I'm going to make up a series of videos on various other things as well. So keep watching this channel, share this video maximum, because I know so many of you have got doubts. Make sure that you go into the link that I'll be putting in the description box down below of the Standards of Proficiency Framework in CSP. All you have to do, go into the CSP website, Chartered Society of Physiotherapy website. On the search button, type Standards of Proficiency Framework. If you can't get into the link which I'm going to put forward, I'll try and share the link. I've tried to copy the link. Somehow it's not copying, but I will try and do it. I'm not so very much into doing certain things, but I will try and help I'll try my best to help you all out in as much way as I can. Okay, I've tried copying it on my clipboard and doing things like that, but somehow I think there is something wrong with my phone, or something somewhere has gone wrong, but I will try and put the link. So if not, you can type and you can do it for yourself as well, right? You've got a structured format on that in tables, in various tables, where you can look into and fill it up on your own. It's not a huge thing to do. It's nothing complicated. It's a very simple thing that you can do. All right, so God bless you all, and bye bye.